How do you spend your day these days? How do you spend your time?
Well, obviously I don't have medical appointments every day. There's still some, but wouldn't be enough to fulfill a day. Basically, I'm become aware that I need to do things for my own satisfaction and in fairness to the rest of my family. So I try and look at what needs doing, write a list, but I don't always attack it with gusto or even in a logical order. I give myself a list of options, some which seem to have a big beneficial effect to the house, like running the vac round. You can notice I've done it, but it only takes 10 minutes. On others, like a bit of spring cleaning or tidying the garage, which can take a day. And depending on how I feel, but if I find that if I don't, another little thing I did when I was lazy was fall into the habit of watching rather too much daytime television, which is a bad thing. I don't allow myself anything before about 4 o'clock when the quizzes start, and at least I think, well, they're semi-educational or they're not mundane anyway. And I feel that if I've done a few jobs, I then address myself to the evening meal because I can't expect my wife to do everything. And I feel a certain satisfaction from that, and I feel that I'm earning my corn in the relationship, and life I'm not just taking, but I am doing what I can when I can. And obviously as the weather improves, I've got a mammoth task to resurrect the garden from the flood damage and the inattention it's received.
Do you see anybody else in the day, any friends or acquaintances?
I have a colleague, a former colleague from Royal Mail over the road, who ironically has just had a stent fitted, so we do share a cup of tea at each other's house occasionally, which we try not to dwell on our maladies, but we've got the work in common, and we have been known to share a pint in the village, so we share a pot of tea these days, but it helps. It helps.
Would you ever be interested in taking on more of a regular role, maybe a voluntary role or anything that could be seen to be consistently aiming towards a certain goal? I
think so. When I've addressed all the shortcomings in my house and garden, I think there will come a day when this list that I write every day becomes more and more spurious and probably has less substance. And at that point, I think I will take stock and see what I'm going to do. Because I am not ready for just to vegetate. No. And the other thing is, I have a wife who is a little bit younger than me, and she will be working for the next decade. So I think I'll grow old very quickly if I just vegetate.
Do you feel that you're making progress again, having put the cancer kind of behind you to some extent? Do you feel that you've still got improvement still to come?
Oh yes, I'm not there yet. No. Just, I think if things go wrong, or heaven forbid the floods, some challenging thing, it's not impossible for me to take a backward step, Rob. I shall resist it with all I can.
Your idea of the list is actually a very good one. Scheduling activities is a very good one. Another one is to help by asking a friend or colleague to help schedule activities with you. I do things that you're both enjoying together, so that there's a reliance on you taking part. Yeah,
I'm fortunate there. As I say, being secretary of a fishing club which functions at the weekend, but now there's so many of us getting older that we can and do have occasional outings in the week. Definitely. But again, if I did that all the time, A, I'd find it boring, and B, I would find that I would be unhappy with myself. But if I do 3 or 4 days where I've achieved certain things, I feel wholly justified and clean about going out and enjoying myself in that manner.
Yes.
If I were just to go every day and not do anything else, then I would feel a bit out of kilter, I think.
Now, you told me earlier you've got something big coming up that you're looking forward to.
Yes. Tell the viewers about it. My eldest daughter is getting married. It's the first of my children to get married. It's quite a formal do, so obviously it's beholden on me to do certain things and be in a certain frame of mind on the day, which quite frankly there was a time I didn't think I could face, but at the moment, and it is only about 15 days away, I'm sure that I can rise to the occasion.
And that's a great sign that you've got some of your vitality back and you're looking forward to that big event. because it can be, you know, nerve-wracking, but you know, there's no reason you can't go in there with confidence again.
No, well that's it. You've got to have confidence, or the day will just pass you by, and that would be wrong of me for my daughter, my wife. She only that she can't do it all either, and I should and am proud of the young lady and indeed my other children.
Definitely, definitely.